I'm sure every Valorant player has heard at least once that certain skins give you aimbot, most notably the Prime Vandal. So let's get the question out of the way. Do skins make you a better player? No. That is going to be it for today's video. I'm kidding, but it does bring up another question. Why do people believe that skins make you a better player, and why does it feel like it's true sometimes? I think it comes down to two things, hype and familiarity. We are living in a time where gamers are simply down horrendous for any forms of in-game cosmetics, not just in Valorant, but in most games that have them, but let's focus on Valorant for this video. Whenever a new skin bundle comes out, a lot of hype surrounds it. This was especially true in the early days of Valorant when there weren't as many skin bundles back then. The hype is what gets people to buy these skins, and because they're overpriced, I guess that just depends on the person, but I think they're overpriced, but because they cost so much, people try to make up for that price by using the skin as much as they can. This is where the familiarity part comes in. Valorant skins aren't like most skins in other games. Skins in Valorant change the models of the guns to a certain extent, change the sound effects, and even change the animations of the guns. The guns still look familiar enough for players to know what weapon they're picking up when they see it on the ground, but they're different enough for the player to justify picking one skin over the other. And if you don't play Valorant, I already know what you're thinking. No, the stats of the guns don't change at all regardless of skin, so a player with the default skin can still beat a player using a premium skin with no advantages or disadvantages on either side. But because skins are so different from the default model, it creates a subconscious bond with the player and they don't even recognize it themselves. If you use a skin with a unique sound and look long enough, your brain will become familiar with it, and when you try another skin, something might feel off with it. You know it's the same gun and it works just like your preferred skin, but it doesn't look or sound right. For me personally, I love the Champions lineup of skins, not just because they're limited edition and the fact that they support an esports scene I genuinely enjoy, but because I like the red, black, and gold theme they usually go for. Champions 2023 took a different approach by having a more digital gold and purple theme to it. I purchased the bundle and I even made a video on it, but using the skin in-game felt off. I wasn't performing as well as I usually did with the 2021 skin. I then decided to experiment on myself. I favored both the 2023 and 2021 Vandal, and I immediately noticed a difference in my mentality. Whenever I got the 2021 Vandal, I felt a slight relief knowing the game chose a skin I was familiar with. When I got the 2023 Vandal, I felt some slight pressure knowing that it was different from the skin I've used for years. At some point, I just equipped the 2021 skin as my choice of skin again, and I never really looked back since. Do I regret buying the 2023 skin? No, as Champions 2023 itself meant a lot to me as it was my first time attending a Valorant LAN, and again, I just like supporting the esports scene in general. This isn't either of the skins' fault. Both are great skins in my opinion. It was all in my head, which is the whole point. Here's what you need to know about people. They like familiar things. There's a reason why Call of Duty fans hate Call of Duty despite playing it every single day. The game is familiar territory to them. If you log onto a specific game every single day for a good amount of time, your brain is going to be accustomed to it, and once you try something else, your brain tells you you're doing something wrong. I don't think it's necessarily an addiction to the game itself, but I think it's more of a comfort thing. It's also a reason why people say gaming is dead when they only play like the same 3 games they've been playing since their childhood and refuse to play anything else, but that's for another video. In the meantime, don't give it to the hype of buying the coolest skin out there. If you really like it, then buy it, but don't buy it because the other guy told you to do so or with the belief of it making you a better player, because it won't. That is going to be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on Valorant skins? Do you guys own any? What's your favorite Valorant skin? Let me know down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe for more content, and I'll talk to you all later.